Hi everybody, welcome to a vlog where you're all set to take a virtual visit to Kidzania, which is an indoor role play center for kids in Frisco, Dallas, with branches in different parts of the world. The entry charges was around $45 for children 6 to 14 and $17 for toddlers, $15 for each of the adult accompanying them, and it was free for babies. And on arrival, kids get a Kidzania passport and a Kidzania cash worth $50, which can be used inside. And this is the entrance of Kidzania. It has a 7-Eleven shop right in front where you can pick up some snacks. And it has over 50 buildings where kids can get to role play 100 plus professions and explore different careers. So the first one which my son explored was being a dentist. And the digital lookup gives information about the number of people that are allowed inside at a time, and the age group, and the average time duration inside, and how much credit they get once they finish. And they have a staff who helps them and tells them more about cleaning and all that. And they get a hands-on experience with the equipments as well. And then we moved on to the fire department where they get to be firefighters. So they're all getting their warm-up done, after which they were all geared up to become firefighters. Here come the firefighters who are there to save a cat that is unable to come down all by itself. And then he headed to the Kinder Chocolate Factory where they get to see how their Kinder Joy chocolate has been made, and there are different processes that are being involved. And at the end, finally, they get to collect a chocolate for themselves. There comes the Kinder Joy chocolate. And this job had charged them a currency of around 5. So kids learn how to spend money, earn money, and how to save money too. And then we went on to the hospital where kids were treating patients in the emergency room and got into the ambulance as doctors to treat a medical emergency. At the end of which they earned some cash. And then he moved on to a construction site where he had to be the construction worker, which was a lot of hard work, as you can see. It took around 10 minutes for him to complete the entire stretch. It had 2 different levels. So it was pretty scary for parents to see, but as you can see, kids are doing it with a lot of ease. The Kidzania staff were there always around just in case they needed any help. Unlike other activities, this activity had a height requirement, so it is suitable for kids above 7 years of age. And finally, as they complete, I'm sure it does make them brave. And then after a lot of hard work, he wanted to have some pizza, and which he decided to bake on his own. And as you can see, they give the base for the pizza, and the kids have to roll it well and then apply the sauce and add the toppings of their choice and add in the cheese and get it baked. And then he headed to the bank where they can check how much money they have in their account, get a debit card for themselves, and they could also interact with the staff there to get to know more about the working of the banks. And then he goes and pretends to be a pilot, flying the Boeing flight with a co-pilot. Next, he headed to the fitness center and tried his hand out at different strength training exercises. As you can see, the first of which was the cycling and sometime on the stompers, and then he went on to the ropes and finally the dumbbells. Then he went on to be a hairstylist in a salon, and this was a different experience and he was so happily doing because he's going to earn some money. And then he goes into a fashion studio, and there he was all ready to strike a pose on the stage, and there she gives instructions, and this was a stage where he had to perform. And then he went to the sports medicine health center where they got to know about the treatment and prevention of injuries. And then to the eye care center where they got to know more about how to protect their eyes, and then he got even an eye checkup done there, and it had more information about the foods that we have to eat for healthy eyes. And then we moved on to the next activity, which was a recycling center where they were discussing more about reduce, recycle, reuse, and he got to make his own recycled paper. And we winded up with this activity. We couldn't cover a few as they were not open, and my recommendation would be to visit on weekdays to avoid the queues for each activity. Luckily, when we went, it wasn't crowded at all, and it's best for children from 5 to 10 years. And it was definitely a unique experience for the kids and for the parents to see their kids try their hand and explore different careers. And hope you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.